Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Ivy Astrology. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you found your way to this channel. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you for being here. Your support means the world to me. Today, I'm incredibly excited to share something with you that I've been working on for months, something that I believe is going to transform how you use astrology in your daily life. I'm introducing the Ivy Astrology Personal Calendar System on my ivyastrology.com site. This personal calendar system is composed of 3 interconnected calendars that show you exactly how the cosmic transits we discuss in my monthly videos are affecting your personal chart day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year. Now, if you've been watching my videos, you know I talk about transits like Saturn entering Aries, or Jupiter retrograde in Cancer, or the solar eclipse in Aquarius. And you might understand these are significant events, but how do you actually track them in your own life? How do you know which days are best for important decisions? When should you launch that project? When should you have that difficult conversation? When are the most supportive periods for love, career, or creative work? That's exactly what these calendars answer. This isn't just another astrology app. This is your personal astrologer, available 24/7, showing you the cosmic weather for your specific chart. Not generic sun sign horoscopes, but real astrology based on your natal chart. In this video, I'm going to walk you through all the 3 calendars. First, the Cosmic Personal Events calendar, which shows you what is happening in the sky and which houses of your chart are being activated each day. Second, the Personal Cosmic Activation calendar, which shows you if any of your natal planets are being activated by the current cosmic events. This is where it gets deeply personal. And third, the Personal Transit calendar, which shows you every single aspect transiting planets make to your natal planets throughout the day, the week, the month, or the year. This is your planning tool for timing important life events. I'm going to show you exactly how to use each calendar, how to read the aspects, and how to understand orbs and timing, and how these 3 calendars work together to give you the most comprehensive personal astrology guidance available. I will talk about the free weekly views, the monthly and yearly subscription options, and the special launch pricing that's available until March 31st, because I want to make these tools accessible while also ensuring I can keep developing and improving them for you. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to use these calendars to navigate your life with cosmic awareness, to make better decisions, time things more effectively, and understand the deeper patterns unfolding in your personal journey. This is personal astrology at one click away. Not generic, not vague. It's your chart, your transits, your timing. So let's dive in. I'm going to share my screen and walk you through everything step by step. Let's begin. So let's have a look first at on the ivyastrology.com website. You can see today's cosmic events. It shows you what are the aspects that are currently on the sky for that day. Saturn sextile Uranus and how close that is. And once you click onto it, you can see the frequency, the duration, the Saturn or Uranus, or the planet's energies, the aspect meaning, and a couple of interpretations specifically related to 4 areas or some of the areas of our life, mainly love and relationship, family and home, business and career, money and finances, with a number of predictions also specific for all these life areas. This is general, can apply to everyone. It's just a snapshot of what is happening cosmically each day, similar to what I am discussing in my monthly videos, but these are updated daily with interpretations specific to that day's energy. So click on any event to see a general interpretation of what that transit can mean to you, but means mostly collectively. Then you navigate to the personal activation page. In this page, you'll have to create a username and a password. You're going to provide your date of birth and time of birth and location, and on that basis, your personal calendars will be calculated. Now, let's start with the Cosmic Personal Events Calendar, because this is where the magic begins. First of all, you can see, you can choose to view transits from your Ascendant, Sun, or Moon sign perspective. So this calendar shows you the houses that these transits are activating in your chart. For example, let's have a look at Saturn enters Pisces. This is February 14th. So on this date, Saturn will activate a specific house in your chart for the next 2.5 years. So if you're an Aries rising, Saturn enters your first house of identity and mastery. If you're a Cancer rising, Saturn enters your 10th house of career, public life. These calendars shows you which life area is being restructured by Saturn's transit through Aries. So for example, I have picked here a absolutely random example, one person with a random date of birth, location, and it calculated all the planets, and the ascendant is Leo for this person. So for a Leo ascendant, Saturn entering Aries will be restructuring their 9th house of higher learning, philosophy, and expansion. You can also see here more details around the meaning, the sign energy, and how this can impact love and relationship, family and home, and so on. And the other aspect that I want to present here is the orbs. All these planets show here for a specific period of time, depending on how the verbs are calculated. There is a lot of detail in understanding the verbs, part of the how to read your transit calendar, which you can find here. But high level idea, the orb is the range of degrees where aspects are active. So you will know when these aspects are exact versus when they are just beginning or fading. So the bigger the orb, they are fading. They are exact and around 0 degree orb, and they are beginning if you can see that they are basically approaching. So the orb is getting smaller up to 0 degree. So for example, here, think maybe Saturn conjunction Neptune, February 9th, it's at the 0.9 degree orb. By the end of the week, gets to 0.4 degree orb, and by February 20th, it gets to 0 degree orb, which is absolutely exact. So the transit is approaching, the energies are starting to be felt, they are exact on the date, and then they are fading after that date. So this really should help with understanding the intensity of the timeline. Now, so again, this will be telling you generally these are the aspects. You can see the aspects that are on the sky on that date. Once you go in and create your user and you go into the cosmic personal events calendar, you can see in what houses of your life, so what life areas are especially impacting, or especially impacting for you, for those from a sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign perspective. Now, the personal cosmic activation chart. Now, when you go back to this and you click on the personal cosmic activation, this is where astrology is now getting deeply personal for you. This calendar shows if any of your natal planets are activating the cosmic events you just saw on the cosmic personal events calendar. So here you can see the sun in the 7th, it's conjunct Pluto in the 7th house. That's what's going on. When you go onto your personal cosmic calendar, you can see if Sun conjunct Pluto, it's actually, if this transits, this aspect is actually activated by any of your natal planets. So as you can see in here, there is no sun, there is Sun conjunct Pluto here. The orb is 2.28, so it's quite a big orb. And this person here, so a person with this with the sun, moon, ascendant, and these degrees of the planets in those houses would be activated by Jupiter. How? It is natal Jupiter, it's in the 3rd house, and activates this transit by forming a trine to it. So a trine to the Sun conjunct Pluto. So first thing you need to do is understand what Sun conjunct Pluto means for you. It's obviously in your 7th house. You have here all the explanation of the transit. On the website, you have the high level explanation Sun conjunct Pluto. And how, if in my videos I talk about Sun conjunct Pluto or any of the aspects that day, and then listen to that, listen to the video at the same time, go onto your personal activation page, go and see what houses are actually for you, even though in the videos I do talk about that as well, and then go into this personal transit calendar, personal cosmic activation calendar and see. This will tell you if that specific aspect that I've been discussing and describing and explaining in any of my videos, it's actually activated by a natal planet in your chart, and then you will know that that is highly important to you. It specifies also the house and what aspect is making, so you will know if it's going to be a challenging aspect or a good aspect, a supporting aspect, and in what area of your life you are going to be impacted. So it really adds a lot of value to the videos that I'm doing. And then finally, how to let's have a view at the personal transit calendar, because this is the most personal tool. This calendar shows you when transiting planets aspect your natal planets throughout the week. So there is no way I can cover this in my monthly videos. Monthly videos will be a very high level, an aspect or a transit that is most important for a month or a day or a week, and high level the house that governs. But this is showing you every day if any of your natal planets are making an aspect with the orbs explained here, if they're making an aspect to the transits of that day, of that week, of that month, of that year. This is your personal horoscope. It doesn't get more personal than this. This is invaluable for planning. If you have an important exam, presentation, a job interview, or a wedding coming up, the yearly view lets you see when the cosmic energies are most supportive for success, love, communication, or whatever you need. The calendar shows you the houses as well that are being activated, so you will know this week transiting Venus in my second house of money and training. It's trining my natal Jupiter. This is a great time to ask for a raise. Or Mars is squaring my natal Mercury. Maybe I won't send that difficult email today. All this is presented here with possible manifestation that can touch the life area that natal planets are, when natal planets are aspecting any of the transiting planets. All these three calendars have a free weekly view for everyone who signs up with a user and password on the personal activation page. All users can add up to 5 profiles. So it's not just your date of birth. It can be, your date of birth and location details and all that. It can be your mom's, it can be your dad's, your child's, your sister's. Up to 5 profiles. You can see how their personal horoscopes look like as well. Now, the Cosmic Personal Events Calendar, this has a weekly view, always free. For presentation purposes, this calendar of mine can show all the weeks and all the months and the years, but normally the next week button will not work, so you could only see 1 week for free. But of course, okay, now, sorry, what was I saying? So that's the Cosmic Personal Events Calendar. The Personal Cosmic Activation Calendar, this one, where you see if any natal planets are activating the aspects on the sky on that day, month, or year. This also has a weekly view that is always free for everyone who signs up and gets a profile. And finally, the Personal Transit Calendar. This one has a weekly view free only for those who sign up before March 31st, 2026. These special launch offers end on March 31st, 2026. Monthly and yearly calendars are accessible and are available now at launch prices. After March 31st, the calendar prices will almost double. There is also a price lock guarantee, so anyone who purchases monthly or yearly access now will receive a personal code that locks in these prices for all future renewals. So whether you want to renew for a second month, third month, second year, your launch price is guaranteed forever. You will also benefit from all future upgrades to these calendars, including the upcoming future, to receive your daily interpretations via email or text message, and it will be a much compressed one. Now, why is this the most personal astrology that you will ever receive? These calendars provide what even the best astrologer would give you in a reading, except you have it at your fingertips, updated constantly, available whenever you need guidance. This is personal astrology at one click away. It's not generic horoscopes. It's not broad sign predictions. This is your chart, your transits, your timing. Use this together with the videos that I'm doing on a monthly and yearly basis, and you will get the full view of your astrology month, week, day, or year. This is your chart. This is your transits. This is your timing. For anyone serious about using astrology as a practical life planning tool for career decisions, relationship timing, understanding emotional cycles, or just navigating life with more awareness, these calendars are invaluable. So please visit the personal activation page on ivyastrology.com to explore these tools and secure your launch pricing before March 31st.